Good evening, coaches. This is your team call. Okay, so that sounds like a little bit like the National Wake Up Call, but it says, as Sandy says, good morning, coaches. Okay, it is February 1st, and I am so excited to see so many of you. I know more of you will come on, but I already started recording. Again, guys, like I always say, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us, for making this commitment to your business and coming in, and just kind of really just coming in and joining us and really kind of plugging into the team and knowing that you're not alone in building your business and that we're all here for the same mission of helping others and building ourselves and helping others get healthy. So a couple quick announcements before I turn it over to Courtney, who's going to be speaking with us. So a couple things. So we have, Luke, it looks like my mom's trying to call me. Can you see if she needs anything? Call her and see if she needs anything. Maybe she's having trouble getting on. Okay, so a couple of different things. Okay, so everyone who's, hopefully you guys are all on a team cup. If you're not, it's okay, but this month is a big month. So there's teams of 5 all across the nation, tons of teams. And so what I want you guys aware of are the challenge packs that are on sale. The background speech, hold on. The background speech. What's the background speech? Can you guys hear me clearly? Okay. I don't know what background speech there is. Let me know if there's some. Okay, cool. But basically, there's several challenge packs. There's actually 7. I think there's 7. There's several challenge packs on sale this month. You have the 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, the 3-day refresh. You have size, all on sale for, I believe they're all on sale for $140. And so those are just the challenge packs with 30 days of Shakeology. And then you also have the Kickstart programs, which are the program plus Shakeology plus the 3-day refresh for the 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, and size. Those are all on sale for $180. So definitely great packages for you to be promoting and to be making sure that you connect your clients and your prospects with the program that really fits them. I will tell you guys, I don't know, probably like most of you, 90% of what I sell is the 21-day fix. I think it's a fantastic program for people to get started with. It really teaches nutrition, and so that's usually my go-to unless they absolutely love dance or unless they absolutely are super fit and need something, just a little bit more rigorous, like Hammer and Chisel or Insanity Max 30 or one of our more advanced programs. So definitely keeping that in mind. So those challenge packs are on sale. If you guys listen to the National Wake Up Call, don't forget National Wake Up Call Monday mornings. Great one this morning by Brittany Leggett. Carl Deichler was on. He announced the 4th vital behavior while he was on, which is recognition. A lot of, so basically this is really important, and this is recognition not only in your teams with your coaches, but also recognition of people who are working with you, your clients, really publicly recognizing them publicly and in their groups. So you'll see a lot more recognition within our team page and also on our pages as we recognize people who are doing really well. Another announcement is do you guys know about the unlocks for the Beachbody On Demand? I hope, especially for my new coaches or newer coaches that are on this call, really make sure you utilize Beachbody On Demand. It's a fantastic program. And it's also, or system, I should say, it's also a great way to get familiar with a lot of our programs. I tell new coaches, just turn it on, look at the programs, especially so that you don't feel like you need to have done them, but at least you can, while you're cooking, while you're kind of just laying around, hanging out, resting, put on a workout, look at it so that if someone comes to you and they really love yoga and Pilates, you would know about PIO without having to have bought PIO and tried it. But at least you know that this is a good program for them. So remember, Beachbody On Demand has 18 programs on there. It has at least a sneak peek program of every single workout program that's new. So there's a ton of information on there, and you have nutrition guides from all of the older programs. So there's just a lot of information on there. But what they've started doing now are the unlocks. So for example, You can now buy T25 on there, not for the full price. I believe it's $59.95, but it's at a discounted price. And so they're going to keep rolling out the different programs, and they're going to be at a discounted price that they'll be ordering from on demand. For you guys, just so you know, you would get commission on those sales. So you do get 25% commission on those sales, for those of you who are wondering that. And then, what else was I going to say? Oh, and then on Super Bowl Sunday, right, Luke, they're going to have the 22-minute hardcore sneak peek on Super Bowl Sunday. And they're going to be giving away 10 $1,000 prizes to people who will post a 22-second clip of them doing the workout. So start thinking creatively, get your kids involved. It doesn't hurt to try to win $1,000. And so they're going to be giving away 10. He's going to give away 10 on that day, 10 to 10 different people, $1,000 on Super Bowl Sunday. So fun way to get your family and your friends involved. So just kind of keep on the lookout for that. So with that said, I would like to just have it, I'm going to be taking notes. I'm going to pass it over to Courtney. Courtney's going to be speaking to us about a very important topic, especially as we're kind of starting off our Team Cup month. And she'll be talking to us about Success Club. And I'm very excited. She's an Emerald coach. She's a mom. She's a nurse. She's a superwoman. And she's here to chat with us. And so I'm going to run it over. I'm going to unmute you, dear. And then you can go ahead and share your screen. Do you see where?
Okay, let me see.
Towards the bottom, I think.
The present online.
It should say share screen or.
There. I don't know if it's coming up. Let's see.
No. Is there a share?
Not yet?
No. Is there a share screen? Who Courtney did the last time? Courtney, there was a share screen on your end, right?
Yeah. You just got to go to the bottom of the screen, and there's a little green box that says share screen.
Let's see.
If you click on if you look at your Zoom box where you should see all of us.
Oh, okay.
Go all the way to the bottom.
Oh, the big green button? Okay.
There we go.
Is it coming up?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm so excited for you guys. I'm happy to be here. There's so many people on today. Oh my gosh. I want to talk about Success Club. Today is February 1st, and it kicks off the Team Cup. And I don't know how many of you are signed up for the Team Cup. Are any of you on here? So I'm so excited. This is a time to really grow your business. Success Club is so important. It's such a vital behavior, that we have to meet every month if you want to be successful. Also, did any of you successfully sign up for the Success Club trip? That's good. Okay, so those are things that we'd be working towards, which Success Club is really important for. Let's see this next one. Okay, so this is my pep rally because I'm a dork and I was calling it that. Is it still on there? It's still on there, right? Okay. All right, so what is Success Club to you? It's about really growing your business. It's really about the number of lives you're changing. So I know Stephanie's really great at putting out how many lives can we change. We're reaching for 100, right? I don't know how many we're up to right now, but we're reaching for 100 lives changed. And that's what this business is really all about. It's really about changing lives. Because if it's changed your life, then likely you're motivated and feel passionate about that. You want to help somebody else to get to where they're going to be. The Success Club trip. So those are just a few of the dates if you haven't looked at it to see what the markers are, where you should be setting your goals for. So you have March 31st, you should get 10 Success Club points. By June 30th, 15, and then by September 30th, 20. So that sounds like a lot, but really it's doable. You just got to, pace yourself. You're really working hard, pushing hard. And then also you have the bonus of earning free leads, free customer leads. Okay. So I told you I'm a big dork. So, I don't even know Missy Elliott. I love Missy Elliott. So, she has that song that's Get Your Freak On. So I'm telling you all to get your HD on, because this is how you get your Success Club points. The one Success Club points you can get from the performance packs, which energize, hydrate, recover, recharge. If you have any, questions about that, you can always go to your FAQ. It's number 2419 and check it out to see what it's all about. If you're not familiar with it, to really do some research. And it's going to take some research to get to know your products, if you're not using them, you should really be familiarizing yourself what we offer, because there's so many things that we offer. So there's the performance stack, there's the advanced performance stack, the ultimate performance stack, and Shakeology. So all of those, if they're on Home Direct, then you get one Success Club point. I'm just going to say SC because that's too much of a tongue twister for me. 2 SC points, you're going to get your club performance pack. And also, which is what we are highly in, is the challenge packs. So that's all your 21-day fix, your 21-day fix extreme, hammer and chisel. I mean, the list really, really goes on. And again, really do your research. If you really are just only familiar with one program, just kind of get to know what the other ones are, so that you know what your potential clients are looking for that's going to fit them, because not everybody's going to be able to do hammer and chisel right off the bat. So really look into it and see what you think is going to work for them, because all of this is about tailoring it to what that person, what they need. That's what it's all about, is learning what they need, where they're at their fitness level. Some people may need like PYO versus, like hammer and chisel, which is awesome if you're not doing it. So I put the little Diet Coke can when they were coming out with all those sayings. They're really cute. It's to be a go-getter. This is what you really want to aim for. This is what it's all about. If you're not getting Success Club, your business will not grow. It won't grow. That's the building blocks to it. You have to get Success Club every single month. So you really got to be pushing for it. Let's see. Okay, it's very redundant, but it's a reason why it's redundant, and that we hear about your vital behaviors. There's a reason why we keep hearing it and over and over and over, because it's a must. So it's inviting, right? It's being a product of the product. It's doing your personal development. All of that adds up to success. So what I did was I researched what the actual definition of vital is. So if you look on the right, vital is something that's absolutely necessary or important. It's essential. Crucial, key, indispensable, integral, important, imperative, mandatory. So that's the big thing. Your vital behaviors are mandatory. You're not going to get anywhere if you're not doing those 3 behaviors every single day. You have to be doing it. If you're not doing it, you're missing one. Say you're inviting, but you're not really doing your personal development, or, you're not, you kind of slacked off on your working out, you're not drinking your Shakeology. It's going to show. It's going to show. You have to do it. It's really, really important. And you're going to feel so much better that by doing those things, you're able to relate to people. You're able to say, look, this is how I feel. I feel so good when I get my workout in. If I don't work out, I feel horrible. I get my workout in, I squeeze in my 20 minutes, 25 minutes, however long the videos are. You squeeze them in, you get them done, and you feel like you're on top of the world. And also with are any of you doing the Shakeology 366-day challenge? I think I've missed one day, I can be honest with. But other than one day, I was drinking Shakeology. I have to say, I was drinking it, I wouldn't say every single day. My goal was every single day, but I have, since this challenge has started, I've only missed one day in 1 month. And that's huge for me. Like, that's such a big goal that I have. So you have to set your own goals in order to help other people set their goals, and realize what their goals are and what's important. So, because if you're not being the example, then what are they going to do? They're going to slack off. They're going to, get back to you in a few days. They're going to, eat and cheat and all this stuff. So you really have to be the example so that they have something to look up to. You're really someone that they look up to. So even though people aren't always, coming at you all the time saying how great you look, how amazing you look, they're watching, trust me, they're watching your every single move. So when you fall off, they're falling off. So, and we're human, we do. And it's good to be honest and share that, because we're all human. We all have things that go on. We get busy, life events, whatever the case may be, we all fall off. But you have to show that. You have to get back up. You have to get back up and show how important it is to have these as part of your life. So again, the vital behaviors, you can't build without it. So there's like the picture of the house with all the tools. So we're helping you, someone who wants to, lose weight, get healthy, make a healthier lifestyle. We have the tools. We have the hammer. We have the chisel. We have the screws. We have the nuts and bolts. We have everything. We have the nutrition, the fitness. No other programs out there have both nutrition and fitness. It's usually one or the other. So Beachbody really has such a great, great product. And you have to realize how awesome this product, what we offer. And the tools, all people need is the tools. It's like leading a horse to water, right? You can't make them drink, but you can at least show them that this is what we have. This is what can work for you, and show them what's going to work for you. A lot of people say I don't have time, and that's where doing your forming and asking their whys and asking, do they work? Are they stay-at-home mamas? Because, stay-at-home mama is a full-time job too. Mommies can't hide anywhere. Just like my son was a minute ago. He might barge in a few minutes, but, like what's going to work for them, what works for you. So start with what works for you, and then you can help, suggest ways to use these resources like the Beachbody On Demand. I'm so excited for, because, I've been using certain, programs like 21 Day Fix. I've been using Hammer and Chisel, but I saw the PIO preview and it's on there, and I'm like so excited to try. Like I get so excited when these new programs come out, and the On Demand is awesome. I really can't wait to. I have been slacking on utilizing it, but I'm really going to be making more of it. I saw actually the other day the Size had a video with chili on it supposedly, so I have to check that out and see what that's all about. So that's really cool. They're incorporating. They got these celebrities coming in, so it's really exciting. It's an exciting place to be. Okay, so your foundation. So you see that lopsided house over there on the bottom corner. Don't let that be your house. Don't let that be, anybody that you're trying to help. Don't let that be their house. That's why it's important for you to set the example. That's what the vital behaviors is about. So I don't want a lopsided house. I don't want to it was built on quicksand or something like that. So you have to build it right. So nurture it. All of those three behaviors, like I said, we hear it over and over and over. And it's like, yeah, the vital behaviors. But take the time to do each one and nurture it. Nurture each one like you're building your dream home. That's what you're doing. You're building your dream home. You're building your body. You're building your temple, right? So take the time to build your temple. How great do you want it to be? And you can make it whatever you want it to be. It's all about the tools that you're using, the quality of the products that you're using, and how hard you're willing to work. You don't want to rush and, do things, quickly and make mistakes. So, really it's about quality, right? It's about quality. It's like, we just don't want to just post to post, you really want to create value. So the more value that you see in it, the more that, the people that you're attracting are going to see in it. So it's really the recipe for success. Again, over and over and over we hear it, but it really is a recipe for success. How many of you have seen a recipe and you're like, oh, I'm going to 2 eggs, I'm only going to put 1 egg, or, it's called for a half a cup of sugar, I'm only putting a quarter cup of sugar. There's a reason why there's a recipe, because it works. When you start altering that recipe, then you're changing the alter of the taste, of the quality, how it's going to come out. So that's up at the little recipe box. Like, what's in your recipe box? It should definitely be the 3 vital behaviors: inviting, product of the product, and personal development. So make sure you stick to the recipe. You can get a little creative, but you really want to stick to it. Because the other thing is that with a recipe, it's you don't have to, reinvent the wheel. You're just duplicating it. You're just going step by step, doing it step by step. That's all you have to do. So sometimes, you feel a little overwhelmed with everything, but there's so many things in the files section to look at, resources, other videos that coaches have posted, other team, calls that people have done awesome topics on. And about, this is the recipe. This is what you need to be doing. So you really need to pay attention and look at the steps that you're taking. Let's see the next one. Okay. There's another one we hear about a lot. invite, invite, invite. I don't know about you. Sometimes, you hear stuff. It's like a kid, you hear over and over. It's like, okay, yeah. You feel like it loses its significance. But again, there's always a reason for, the repetition, because, repetition is the mother of retention. That's the one thing I learned in anatomy back in college. So invite, invite, invite. You have to think about this is that this is like playing the lottery, okay? How many of you, I know I played when it was like the 100 billion jackpot or whatever it was. I bought like 15 tickets. I was not playing around. I was like, if I don't even play and try, I'm not going to have a chance. You won't have a chance if you're not doing anything. You're just going to sit back and watch the next person win. So you have to play to win. You have to be in it to win it. You have to do something. You have to do something. You can't just sit back and wait for, the right time, wait for things to be ready. You've really got to get out there. That's a mistake I made in the beginning, is that I really, in doing your research, you can be being, proactive and posting. You know what? Your posts are going to get better. Just go ahead and do it. Just get your feet wet. Just do it. Just try. See what the response is, and then you're going to learn from that. But if you just wait until you have like the right post, and then you don't get the response that you want, you're going to be really disappointed. So just keep trying, just keep putting it out there, playing those numbers. It should be, at least 5 to 10 people a day that you're inviting. And the other thing is that you're going to hear no's and hear lots of no's, but your no's are the steps to yes. This is, the picture there says character consists of what you do on the 3rd and 4th tries. And you can see it's the word no, and it's an arrow with yes. So, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. They may not be ready right now. They may not be ready in 2 months. It might be a year down the line. But, you just have to know that that's just a stepping stone. Don't spend too much time on people who aren't interested. If you want to focus on the people that are ready and are willing and are excited, because those are people that are going to do well. The people who are kind of like, they might be sitting on the fence. I mean, it's all well and good to get them, but, they may, quit, in a couple months or something like that. You want somebody that's like, gung-ho about it. They're ready, and just keep going. Just keep going through all the no's. You're going to get to the yeses. So don't be discouraged. Don't feel bad about, nobody's, responding, or you're hearing crickets, which I tend to hear. Keep following up, keep trying, and you're going to get to those yeses. And again, you're planting those seeds. These people are watching you. They're really, really, it's very voyeuristic, People like to sit back and kind of catch up and scroll through their feeds, and they're paying attention. Let me tell you, if you're posting and putting yourself out there, they are paying you attention. I've had people come up to me months down the line, like, okay, now I'm ready. Like, okay, what took you so long? But that's okay. Whatever, time works for them, that's fine. As long as they're ready to make the change, because that's what it's about. You want people to be ready to make that change, because if you're not ready, you're only going to do it half-ass, basically. So the little chart on the right says, okay, what is it? Inviting. I see it. I know I'm supposed to invite. Okay, why? I get it. I understand that I have to invite to increase the odds. You want it. How bad do you want it? So you support it. It's something that you're going to do. But the most important part is that you act on it. I'll do it. I'm going to do it. It's very scary to invite. It's really, really scary. I think the hardest part is, for me in the beginning, is talking to people that because it's just like, oh my gosh, what are they going to think of me and all this stuff. So you just, you just got to do it, get over it, and keep going, because there's more people to invite. That, there's just so many more people that are looking to lead a healthy lifestyle and don't know where to start. And that's, again, where we have the tools to help them. It's so easy. I mean, I work crazy nights in the ER. I'm a single mama, you have a toddler, a 3-nager. So, if I can get in my 25 minutes, anybody can get in their 25 minutes. So you really have to just realize how powerful the tools that we have. I've been overweight all my life, and I've never had anything that was so convenient. Even on the days that I don't feel like doing it, I still push myself and okay, I can do 20, 25 minutes. I can get it done. So, just keep trying. Just realize the power of what we have to offer. Let's see the next one. Okay. I really am a true cornball. Okay, so engage. So we have all the little pictures here. There's a little man on his knee, you know, proposing. The thing is that your posts, first of all, you have to be engaging, right? That's the goal of your post. You want to engage people. You want people, you want to be asking questions. You want responses. You want likes. You want shares. And it's kind of metaphorical in that this is an engagement. So I say, congrats, you're engaged, whether you want to get married or not, whether you're ready to get married, whatever the situation may be. Think about it as your audience is that you're proposing to them. You're saying, you know what, I love what I'm doing. I love what it's doing for me. I want you to have what I'm experiencing. Think about it like that, you know, to get you excited. You know, I mean, I like wedding planning and party planning. You know, so it's fun, it's exciting. You want to make it feel like that, you know, because if it's a little, you know, kind of drab and it's just, you know, a little boring, you know, people aren't going to be so enticed by that. So this is your way with your posts, is that you're committing yourself to them. You're committing to them. You're showing them that, look, I'm doing it. It's doable. It's possible. You can do it. And if you're not posting, you're not showing commitment. And who wants somebody that's proposing them that's not committed, right? So you're committed to them. You have to do it. You have to show up every single day. They're going to be looking for it at some point, you know. And the other thing is that, you know, if you got to speak up and be heard, you know. Everybody wants to be heard and seen. Well, most people do. But, you know, as children, we're taught, you know, your children only, you know, to be heard and not seen. I think that's the saying. But we want to see you and we want to hear you. So if you're not posting, and this is, you know, this is how you get part of your invites going too, is by, you know, sparking interest in what you're doing. Like, oh, she's looking good. Like, okay, what's she doing? So if you're not speaking up, nobody's going to hear you. So you have to be talking about how awesome Beachbody is doing. What is it doing for you? What is it doing for you? Do you feel better in your clothes? Do you have more energy? You really got to be sharing what it's doing for you. Like just like an engagement, you know, that part of that proposal is like expressing, you know, how much you love that person, how passionate you are, all those things. You want to treat it the same way, and that, you know, this is something you're really passionate about, and you want that to show in your posts. Again, shout it out loud. And I always refer back to those songs like from the 80s, you know, there's a song about shout out loud, but shout out loud, shout it to the rooftops. Be like Tom Cruise, jumping on the couch. I want to jump on the couch and tell everybody how awesome this is, because I've had such great results with it. And it's not just, you know, it's not always about instant gratification, but it's really a lifestyle change. Like, this is a lifestyle that we're dealing with. This is not wraps and pills and all this other stuff I see that's just, you know, lose weight quickly and this and that. This is a lifestyle. This is forming better habits, healthier eating, regular exercise, you know, and you're setting the example for our children who are also becoming, you know, victims of obesity, you know. So we want to set the example of them that, you know, fitness is fun. It's something that we need to do, you know, just like brushing your teeth, you know, you need to be working out. So again, the one picture I put on there was, she said yes. It could be she, he, whoever it is, it doesn't matter. But the thing is that if you're not asking, then you're not going to get an answer. So you have to ask. If you're not asking, you're not putting yourself out there, you have to do it. Nobody's going to just flock to you. I mean, you may have a few people that come to you, you know, as you get more successful with your posts and everything. But in the beginning, you know, you really have to put yourself out there. It's a very vulnerable state to be in. But if you're not asking, nobody's going to come, you know, and it doesn't have to be every post asking. That's where all those in the file section and all the videos and everything that everyone's done will show you how to create great posts, how to create videos, you know, how to create value and good content that, you know, keep people coming back. But you want to be putting in there that you're asking, that you're inviting people. This is your wedding coming up, right? How's everybody going to know you're getting married if you don't tell them, you know, what, when, and where? So invite them to the party, make it feel like a party, you know, like this is fun, this is hopping, you know, party rocking like LMFAO. Put everything for a song. So get your party rocking, okay? Make your Facebook post, you know, a party that everybody wants to be at. It's, you know, the wedding of the year, the party of the year, whatever it is. You know, you want people to be wanting to do what you're doing. Okay, so this one is a little more about personal development, because I try not to use all the words of invite, product of the product and personal development, trying to change it up a little bit so it doesn't sound so redundant. So one of the personal development books I've been reading, well, I do Audible actually, because it's easier for me. You know what, matter of fact, for your personal development, what I do is on my way to work, I have about a 20-minute drive. I use Audible, and I just put the book, I don't listen to the radio, I don't do nothing else. I just put my Audible on and I listen to it, and that's how I fit it in. So fit it in however you can, whether you like reading or Audible, whichever the case is, you have to do it, because you're going to get objections and you're going to feel like a failure at times. This really bruises your ego. And the book that I'm listening to right now is called Fail Again, Fail Better. And it's by, I can't pronounce her name, but it's Pema Chodron. She also has another book called When Things Fall Apart. And the subtitle for this Fail Again, Fail Better is Wise Advice for Leaning into the Unknown. Because it's really unknown territory. Most of us have not been doing this a long time. This is all brand new. It's overwhelming. So, you're putting yourself out there. You're trying new things. It's really just, you're finding yourself as you're doing all this as well. So she says that you are the sky. Everything else is just the weather. So you have to think that you're the sky. The sky is always constant. The sky never changes. You're always going to be you. Everything around you can change. It can be stormy one day. It can be bright and sunny one day. It can be cold one day, really hot one day. But as long as you stay constant, you have to be true to yourself. So always be you. Everything else around you is going to change. Don't worry if, this month, you didn't get as many yeses versus last month. Like it's okay. Just remain constant. Do your vital behaviors, stay positive, do your personal development. It's going to help get you through it. The other thing that she says is sometimes when things fall apart, well, that's the big opportunity to change. And that's something that I've learned, because it feels like, you're not getting the Success Club points. You're not, getting as many invites out as you want. What can you do differently? Don't take it as a negative. Put a positive spin on it. What can you do differently? How can you attract more people like you? What can you do to improve your posts and improve the quality of your posts, the pictures, the value, the content, what you're writing? So use it as an opportunity to change and to grow. Don't be paralyzed by fear. Don't be paralyzed by fear. It's just, you're not going to go anywhere with that, especially of criticism. Because again, we're putting ourselves out there between friends, family, people we don't even know. People are going to criticize. They're going to criticize. You could write a book and everybody's going to be telling you how you should have wrote the book. So it doesn't really matter. There's always going to be that level of criticism. So just understand it's going to be there, and you've got to, grow some tough skin and just let it roll off you like water. So again, failing better is a source of growth and moving forward. You really want to move forward with it. You don't want to move backwards. And your best qualities come out of that rawness. So at that most vulnerable state is when you pull your bootstraps up and you hold your head up high and you try again. The other thing she says is to look at as rich and fertile ground, not another slap in the face. So again, that's that negative self-talk. You really want to be positive with yourself. Don't be a dead feel about what you're doing, because what you are doing is good. What you're promoting, it's health promotion, wellness, lifestyle changes. These are changing people's lives. This is a great thing that you're doing. So don't ever let yourself feel like you're not doing well. You're always doing well. As long as you're putting yourself out there and promoting this, like you're really doing a good thing. In the book, there was this, she gives a lot of situations. So by the way, she's a Buddhist nun, and she's very spiritual. And whether you're religious or spiritual or not, she just has a lot of wisdom to share. And there was this kind of scenario that she, talked about, and that say you're on the beach, and there's these waves that keep coming, and you keep getting knocked over by the waves, right? I know I've been knocked over by some big waves at the beach here in Miami. So the waves keep knocking you down. They appear to be getting smaller. So over time, as the waves keep knocking you down and you keep getting up, those waves don't seem so bad. You start to get used to it, right? And these are like the objections, the no's that keep coming. You're going to start getting used to it, right? So they appear to be getting smaller. They don't knock you down over me anymore. They're smaller because of your ability to swim with it, to ride the wave. It isn't that it doesn't still hurt. It may still hurt, but you're able to go with it, And that's one thing with Michael Jordan. Everybody loves MJ. That quote from him is that I've never been afraid to fail. Don't ever be afraid to fail. You're not failing because you're changing your life and you're changing the lives of others. So it's not failing. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about, because she really goes into it in a lot of depth, and I highly recommend this for personal development. So I'm just going to read a little bit what she says. She says, are you going to grow? Or in the case of, feeling like a failure or something doesn't go your way or you're let down, are you going to grow, or are you going to just stay as you are out of fear and waste your precious life by status quoing it? Because we all want to fit into the status quo, be the Fruit Loop in the bowl of Cheerios, right? You got to stand out and go against the grain sometimes. Be willing to break the glass ceiling, willing to go forward. If you're not going forward, it's the same as going backward, particularly when you have a calling. So that statement right there, I was listening to the other day when I was driving. I literally got chills. I just got goosebumps all over, and it really spoke to me because I've been doing nursing. This is my 9th year as a nurse. I work in the ER, see all kinds of crazy stuff. It's very draining. I'm sure anybody's job is very draining and exhausting, and you feel underappreciated. It's a thankless job. But doing Beachbody coaching really feels like my calling. It really feels like my calling. So what she said really spoke to me, like deeper than anything has ever spoken to me. And then the next thing she says is that calling has to be answered. So when I heard that, I have lit this fire under me lately that I just am like, I'm going for it. Like, this is what I'm meant to do. I'm supposed to be doing it. I don't want to do anything else. I want to live, breathe, and do this. Try, you have to try.
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
my grandma said, my grandma said,
Sorry. You say hi. Say hi.
hi.
Okay. Hold on one second because I'm going to finish, okay? I'm going to be right over. All right. The last slide I want to do, and I thank you for all your time and patience with me, is you're growing yourself as you're doing this. So it says that we work on ourselves in order to help others, but we also help others in order to work on ourselves. And I don't know about you, but I'm always working on myself. I always have room for improvement. This has been a lifelong journey for me. And I put pictures of myself because I wanted to show you something that, hopefully I won't cry, but this last bottom picture here on the right-hand corner, it was when my son was only about 18 months. And there's a lot of sadness in my face there. So it was a really hard time. And I didn't know what decision to make. And I had to take a chance. And I was worried about what other people thought. And I was in an emotionally abusive relationship. I was married with my partner for 10 years. And I didn't know what to do. I was so unhappy. I was so depressed. And you know what I did? After counseling and support, I decided that I was going to leave. I had had enough. I thank God realized I deserve happiness. That's what we all deserve. We all deserve happiness. So this picture on the bottom right was taken 2 days after I packed up everything I could fit in my car and drove from Boston to Miami with my 18-month-old in the car. So it really is a very emotional picture for me that still brings me to tears to this day. But what I want to point out is that, I was very overweight. I was like 230 pounds at my heaviest. And it's really been a struggle. It's not easy. But what I want to point out to you is that, like, my transformation with Beachbody, that's the thing that I love about this, is that I've tried other diets and I've lost weight before, but this I've been able to sustain. This has been able to be a part of my life. I'm so happy and grateful that I found it. And I hope that you're as happy and passionate and grateful that you found it as well, and that it's working for you like it's worked for me. Because in these other pictures that I put up is that my smile gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And my happiness, I feel so happy and overjoyed at where I'm at in my life. And really, I wouldn't really be in this place this happy if it wasn't for finding Beachbody and working on myself and helping others work on themselves, it's just very, very rewarding. So that's all I have to say. So hopefully that's some help for some of you and how hard it is to, work, but we're doing it for a reason. Those Success Club, it's not just points, it's people's lives you're changing. So I want you to feel like this, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to help people and really get fired up about this, and that you're ready to go out there and help people like it's helped you. I can't hear anything. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Anything you want to, oh, I think she's frozen.
Yeah, my internet is really.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, my internet is bad right now.
Aw.
Courtney, ask any questions, guys. Any comments? Everyone is saying great job.
Yeah, thank you.
Great, awesome job. I think I'm a little more clear now. At least I feel like I'm a little more clear.
Yeah.
Awesome job, Courtney. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad you added a part of your story, at the end. I was hoping that you would. I think you have such a powerful story. And I think really, guys, besides the Success Club being so important, really, like she says, the personal development and growing yourself and really, pushing past your limiting beliefs and really realizing just how valuable you are to others and how you can really help other people by helping yourself and by being that light to others as you're kind of growing yourself. And I remember, Courtney, when you first started, you're like, I want to understand everything. And whenever I hear that from, which I hear a lot of that, I want to understand everything before I get started. It's hard to try to kind of, I remember just saying, you can't understand everything. You're going to have to just go with it. You're going to have to kind of grow through it. So, and absolutely, guys, everything that she talked about in terms of Success Club being super important, you're going to hear myself and others, talk about it till we're blue in the face, because it is that pivotal. If you're really trying to grow your business, it has to be your no matter what. It has to be what you push for every single month from day one. And today is day 1 of February. We all start at 0 this morning. And if you really look at it as, who can you help today? How can I help someone? How can I put a smile on someone's face today? How can I reach out to someone and enrich their lives and uplift them? If you always think of it like that and realize and take yourself out of it, take your own fears out of it, you will push forward and you will really influence people. And it's that daily consistency. You couple that, like Courtney said, of showing up every single day, and that daily consistency compounding on each other, that will show you, it'll compound on each other, and eventually you will start getting people who are interested, and you will get people who want to be a part of your team and be a part of your group. So awesome. And I'm going to read that book that you mentioned, because I like any book on failure. I think it's such a great topic, because I think a lot of people really, a big fear is failure in itself. So anyone have a question or anything else? I think my mom is waving to me. Hi, Mom.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Courtney. Great. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. What was the name of the book that you mentioned?
It was Fail Better, Fail Again. Her name, I can spell her name. It's, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Pema is the first name, and then the last name is Chodron.
Awesome. Thank you. Because I do a lot of personal development, so I'm definitely going to read that book. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really good.
And then what else was I going to say? Just one more real quick about personal development. So yeah, so personal development, anything on failing forward. And then just another announcement I wanted to make, guys. We have, and speaking of personal development, any live events, I'm going to continue to push for live events. Remember, we have our, just kind of putting it in your mind so that you guys remember. In April, we have Super Saturday. A lot of people are thinking about going to Danny Johnson at the end of this month in Texas. Some people are thinking of going to Tony Robbins in June. I know I'm planning on going. There's a couple of people on the team that are going to be going to Tony Robbins in June. And so definitely be looking out for just any type of live event. And then also I wanted to say this Thursday, we're going to have a live webinar, a live coaching webinar at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I don't know if you guys saw that I posted a team calendar in the team page. That is there. There's going to be 2 live webinars throughout this month that I'm personally going to host. One is this Thursday on the 4th, and the second one will be on the 18th. These will be actual, it's going to be like this, except it'll be hopefully more prospects. And I will be presenting the opportunity, and I will be having it recorded, and I will, at the end, leave it open for questions and just kind of hopefully, so it's going to be just like this, except it's going to be discussing coaching and what is coaching. So make sure that you're reaching out to people and promoting it and talking about it on your social media. In case other people may be interested in joining. But you'll see on the calendar that I kind of just gave you ideas of when you should be posting for your challenge groups and when you should be posting for opportunities. It's just really for people who need that kind of guidance. If you're someone, you have your own schedule already, please follow that if it's working. But just for people who want that extra guidance, I left that there, as well as promoting, again, you're always promoting for a group and always promoting to have someone join your group. So make sure that you're doing that every single day and following up. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for coming on. And I will see you next Monday. We'll have another speaker. So lots of speakers this month. So I'm really excited. Awesome job. All righty, guys. Bye.